Yeah, there will be an estimated 158,000 weddings this summer in Canada, including the one that Suzanne's going to this summer. Do's and don'ts, wedding etiquette. Alison McGill is editor-in-chief of Wedding Bells magazine, and she's on the line. Good morning, Alison.
Good morning.
One thing you should never do at a wedding.
Misbehave.
What includes misbehaving?
Well, you should never drink too much, overindulge, make a scene, anything like that. Remember, you're a guest at a party, and this is an important day for two people. You should celebrate and have a great time, but never make a scene.
Okay. Now, somebody said that it's bad luck to wear green at a wedding.
I've not heard that one before.
Really?
Green, luck of the Irish. You think that would be a good color to wear?
Okay.
I've not heard that. One of the sort of traditional taboos that's been talked about with wedding guests for women is not to wear white because you upstage the bride. And in years past, it's also been don't wear black. But I think a lot of wedding guests have broken that tradition, and brides and grooms are fine with their guests wearing black. And I've even seen women wearing white, and of course, bridesmaids now wear white, famously by Pippa at the royal wedding.
When it comes to gift giving, what's appropriate?
What to give, or are we talking amounts of cash?
Yeah, well, what to give? I mean, should you give a present? Should you give cash? What's best?
Well, most couples do register for gifts, so that's always a great place to start, because this is a list that they've put together of suggestions for guests if they're stumped for a gift that they want to get the couple, and they're actually a great tool. And of course, cash gifts are something that's become very popular. It's the norm in many cultures. And really, the bottom line on this is you give a gift because you want to, and use discretion with it.
When you give cash, how much should you give?
That's entirely up to you. I mean, again, use discretion with this. There's been a lot of talk lately. A lot of people hadn't ever heard this before. I've talked about this on a few different segments I've been chatting about, that the amount of cash is supposed to cover your place setting. That's something that's been around since the 80s. That was sort of a guideline for a lot of people. Now, I don't think that's necessarily. How are you going to know how much a meal costs, basically, you don't. So, again, use discretion, and again, it's probably going to be contingent on your relationship with the couple and basically, sort of what you're feeling. Okay.
What about kids at a wedding?
They happen. One of the things that has come up in recent years is a lot of people, if it's a husband and wife that are invited to the wedding and the kids are not on the invite, that they bring the kids along anyway. That is definitely a don't.
Okay. Alison McGill, editor-in-chief of Wedding Bells magazine. Somebody asks you to be in their wedding party. What are the duties of a bridal party?
Well, if you're the maid of honor or the best man, you're really sort of the cruise director of the whole bridal party. So you're the key person that the bride or groom is really relying on to make sure that everything runs smoothly with the day. If you're the best man, you have the ring, you get all the guys in order. If you're the maid of honor, you make sure all the bridesmaids are in line, and you're sort of like their number one person. And basically you're the support staff for the couple during the day. So, it is a responsibility, and it's not to be taken lightly if you accept the duty.
Okay. How much does a wedding cost these days?
Well, according to Wedding Bells Readers Survey statistics, weddings are coming in at, over $20,000, and that's just an average statistic. So they're definitely events that are not showing any dip with any economic conditions. Couples are definitely spending, and they're spending to have the day that they want. So it's very interesting because, in the past few years, the average cost of a Canadian wedding actually hasn't gone down; it's gone up.
Yeah. Doesn't surprise me, like everything else. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Alison McGill, editor-in-chief of Wedding Bells magazine.